Hey y'all, it's Deb. Welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you our last grocery haul and meal plan for the month of January. I'm also going to share with you how much money we were able to save by really making some big changes in the way that I grocery shop and meal plan. I'm super excited. I did not think I was going to be able to feed my family of 4 adults and a preteen in South Florida with inflation the way that it is for the total that I was able to do it. I cannot wait to share this with you. Before we get started, let me share with you 2 things. Number 1, you're going to see more food and more money spent than what you're used to because this grocery haul needs to last me until the morning of February the 1st. Today is Wednesday, January something, 18th, 19th. I don't know, I gotta look it up. It's essentially gotta last me about 13 days. Number 2, this is another top that I was able to sew for myself. I spent $1.50. $1.50, y'all. That's like a pack of gum. How much is a pack of gum? I don't know. I should know because I buy a lot of gum. But I was able to make it for $1.50. I'm really happy about it. Focusing this year on enhancing my sewing skills has obviously paid off. It's comfortable, I love it. And because we live in South Florida, I can wear it year round. All right, let's get to the grocery haul. One more thing that I almost forgot. I promise we're getting right to this as quickly as possible because this stuff needs to get into the fridge and the freezer. Temperatures in South Florida have warmed back up again, and I don't feel comfortable with dairy and meat sitting out too long. What was I gonna tell you? Oh, ADD kicked in. If you see in this grocery haul a lot of name brands, it's because Walmart was completely out of a lot of their brand items. Normally, I don't do that. Very few items will I pay for the name brand. So if you see that, that's why. Okay, I'm gonna go through this kind of quickly because the cold stuff needs to be put away. This chicken will feed us 2 or 3 times. Way cheaper buying it this way than any other way. If you can find this bag at your Walmart, it's on sale right now at where I live for $4.72 for 10 pounds of chicken. That is a killer deal. If you see it, grab it. Tater tots, lunches for the boys. I make muffins a lot, so we needed these. Frozen blueberries will last me longer and they're cheaper than the fresh. Adam and I love cucumbers, tomatoes, and ranch put together. Sweet potatoes, white potatoes. The kids love this for a snack. Granola bars. I know this is junk, but I use it sometimes for cooking. Don't come at me. Cosmic Crisp apples are our new favorite. This is also for the boys' lunches for school. The goldfish they love for their snacks. The protein powder is for me. That'll last me a month. We needed some pizza sauce, 2 things of yogurt. I do yogurt bowls every day. Yes, this is 36 eggs, and I about had a heart attack. But eggs are a non-negotiable in our home, and I would rather not buy dessert, not buy prepackaged food, or not much of it, so that we can afford this. This is a meal that I will post below. It's one of our family's favorites. This is for some pulled pork we've got in the freezer. I keep these on hand that I drink with my iced coffee every morning. Almond milk is for me. I started buying chips like this, and then the children just put them in baggies when they want to take them somewhere, and then the queso. So here is a quick scan of what I was able to get with the remaining part of our budget, and I'll share numbers with you in just a minute. I love that we can still afford to get a lot of produce. Okay, here's the fun part. Let me share with you our numbers. At the beginning of the month, I budgeted $900 for food for the whole month. Again, 4 adults and a preteen, and we live in South Florida, so it's kind of expensive. $900 for food and $100 for toiletries. And since we buy our toiletries at Walmart with our food, let's just say our budget for food and toiletries for the month of January was $1,000. Now, let me share with you something. Last year, Adam and I averaged about, give or take, $1,350 every month for food. So for us to try to budget only $1,000, including toiletries for all of our food for that many people in an entire month in an expensive city, I wasn't sure I was gonna do it. Do you wanna know how much I ended up spending for the entire month of food for January? I only spent $709. $709, y'all. I don't think you understand. $709. I don't even know the last time we were able to only spend $700 on food, because we've lived in Seattle, we've lived in Hawaii, Connecticut, expensive parts of Virginia. We have lived in some big expensive cities. I have never been able to only spend $709 a month on food and toiletries, except for when the boys were like itty bitty. I'm pumped. Now, if in case you haven't watched our other videos, make sure you watch them, because you'll understand what our goal is for this year. I'm out of breath because I'm excited. What we're going to do, because I know you're wondering, with the leftover money at the end of this month, with everything that we saved, it's going to go on our mortgage. That means we're going to be able to put $291 onto our mortgage. Now, a lot of people say, well, you know, in the scheme of your mortgage, $209 is about like this. But y'all, we've paid off debt before, and this is exactly how you do it. You take every penny you've got and you throw it at your debt. You take every penny that you have and you put it in your savings account for your 3 to 6 months. This is the same principle. We are never going to pay this mortgage off early if we have a negative attitude and we tell ourselves, well, $291 is no dent compared to what we owe on our home. Yes, it is. It's still knocking down the years that we are going to end up paying nothing but interest. Just this morning, I had a conversation with a really good friend of mine, and we were talking about how I've been able to make this work. And these are the tips that I gave her. You have to be able to say no. You have to be content with the food that God has given you. And I would say more than anything, and this is for me too, this has really taught the 5 of us, we don't need as much food in our home as we thought we did. Now, we have a little stash in our pantry that we keep for hurricane season in case the power goes out, or just like with what happened after the virus that shall not be named, there were days where the grocery stores were struggling to get their shelves filled. I do have a little bit of food put away just in case of that. Other than that, though, we don't need as much food in the house as I ever thought that we did. How do I know that? Because I was forcing myself to plan breakfast, lunches, dinners, and snacks. Once I wrote all that stuff down and we stuck to it for about 2 weeks, I realized we don't need as much as I thought. Also, there were days that it was very tempting to run to the grocery store because Adam and I had a craving for a certain meal, or one of our kids requested something. We just had to say no. I'm not going to the grocery store until the designated day, which keeps me out of the store. And I've been saying this a lot in my recent videos. It fosters contentment. Praise God we have food. 1. And 2, praise God that we have the money to buy the food that we need. Maybe not always the food that we want, but if you live in America, I say this all the time, you're doing far better than like, what's the number? 90-something% of the rest of the world. So take it from me. This is worth it. You can do it. I'm cheering you on. Here's our menu plan for the next sort of 2 weeks. I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. Wednesday, so this is tonight, chicken pot pie pasta. Tomorrow night, pulled pork sandwiches with tater tots. Friday, mojo chicken, rice and beans. Saturday, homemade pizza, which saves us a ton of money. Sunday is my kielbasa meal. I'll post that below. Monday, instant pot pasta. Again, both of these come together in under 30 minutes. I'll post this below. We have 2 turkeys in the freezer that we need to use that we got on sale after Thanksgiving. I'm going to roast one of those with some potatoes. Wednesday, before church, we'll have BLTs with some fruit. Thursday, I make like a ramen with stir-fry veggies and chicken. That Friday night, we'll have chicken patties. I've got some in the freezer, like sandwiches with some tater tots. Saturday, I'll cook the other turkey that we've got, and then we'll have some leftovers from that. That Sunday, we'll have, again, I repeat a lot of our stuff, which is what you should be doing. Instant pot pasta. Monday, I'm going to take whatever we have that's left over and make a certain type of soup with it. I'll see what we've got. And that'll lead us into February the 1st. I hope these videos this month have been helpful. I hope that you've been able to see that with just a little bit of planning and a little bit of saying no and the attitude of contentment, you too can meet your large financial goals. I hope y'all have a really great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.